Hello traders, welcome to the Tuesday forecast, and let's get right into analyzing the market. So first we start with the euro pairs. First is the euro and the US dollar, which is still stuck in between the low and the high. So as I mentioned yesterday, I am waiting for a break of the high or the low because we saw a huge wick and this aggressive retrace. So I was expecting this range. Usually with this sort of price action we get a large range, especially on the euro and US dollar, which likes to range for a really long time. So now we have clear liquidity areas formed below and above. This is where the traders keep their stops. Those that are trading the range, of course we are not trading the range because we are trading the trend, which is currently non-existent, but there are people selling the top and buying the bottom. They keep their stops in these general areas. So we need to see what happens. Does the price just break and retrace in these areas, or does it break and continue with some large momentum and maybe a nice trend starts to the upside or to the downside? That's exactly what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a trend to start, or I'm waiting for maybe a descending structure to form and then a reversal or an ascending structure and then a reversal to the downside like this. So that's about it for EU. Nothing more really to say except be more patient. The overall price action does look to be moving to the upside correctively, but we now need to wait if we break the high or if we break the low. So for the next one, for the euro and the Japanese yen, it's the completely same story. So we had a huge wick and an aggressive retrace, signaling to us a larger range. So I'm expecting for this to give us that larger range like this. And of course we do have liquidity areas formed below and above. So we need to see what happens. Do we just break and retrace, or do we actually break and get some nice momentum and get a nice uptrend? So that's about it for EJ. Of course, I'm also looking for that ascending or that descending structure like this, and then a nice reversal, or as I said, a descending and then a reversal up like this. Overall price action looks to be kind of in this expanding range, which is a bad sign. That's not a good sign, but it's still not stuck in a large range like it was here below. This was just stuck in a huge range. So this looks much better. This looks like to be maybe a consolidation before the trend continues up or we get a reversal to the downside. Very similar to EU. So just sitting on our hands and waiting. Now we go to the Aussie pairs. The first one is Aussie US dollar, which is ranging. We are breaking the highs, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the highs, retracing again. So clearly stuck in a range right here. What I'm expecting, especially since it is Tuesday, so Tuesday is a range bound day, mostly range bound day, I'm expecting just a range. We do have liquidity areas that we need to watch out for when the price does break out of the range, and I'm looking for the same thing as on the other ones. I'm looking for that nice uptrend, or I'm looking for a downtrend to start at this point. We can also form now a V reversal because we do have this push up, so we can form this sort of a V reversal. Then I would look to sell right here. That's a clear pattern. So we have a V reversal, we have a range. Again, we have a V reversal, we have a range, and then we push down and we look to sell because usually a trend starts to the downside like this. And yeah, I'm also looking for maybe a nice ascending to clean the price action up a bit. So cleaner price action and then a reversal. That is also on my watch list and on my radar for setups. Let's move on to Aussie and the Japanese yen. Now this one, there was a reversal right here a reversal did happen, but we did not get an opportunity to enter. For me personally, I would not be entering this reversal anyway, since, well, there are many reasons. First one, it's Monday and Tuesday, so I'm taking only really high probability setups. Next reason is this whole structure to the upside was not really high probability. We have this huge gap, we have just breaking the highs retracing, breaking the lows retracing, and just it doesn't look clean at all. It looks very, very crappy. And the final reason is the reversals don't work out in this pair. Most of them fail. They really need to look textbook, really high probability for me to take them. So I was not even looking for a trade, didn't even have an order on. There was this inside bar which would have been the entry area. For me personally, I was not interested at all. Price then broke the low retrace, left us a wick, and broke to the upside. So maybe some people are looking for a reversal now. They're maybe seeing this descending structure and they're looking for this to tap and then shoot to the upside. For me personally, we got a huge wick here and this whole price action is just very range bound. We are breaking the highs retracing, breaking the lows retracing, and I'm expecting a larger range in this general area. I'm not looking for any sort of setups. I'm waiting for a trend to the upside with nice breaks, or a trend to the downside also with nice breaks. And I'm also waiting for, well, that's about it. I'm not really looking for a reversal, except if it really stands out and is a really clean price action. So I'm just looking for that nice uptrend or that nice downtrend on this pair, to be honest. And the current price action, as I said, is range bound. I'm expecting more of this. So moving on, there's nothing more to say about that one. We have the pound and US dollar. I'm not seeing any potential here. There was a nice impulse at this point. Just one more candle back. So at this point there was a nice impulse up, but we did not get a continuation. Instead we broke the high retraced, which is a big warning sign, and then we kind of ascended, and then we broke the high again, retraced. So this is currently ascending. I'm not taking any reversals on this pair. I'm only looking for trades after a nice large impulse or a nice trend like we got here. So got here a nice momentum, small pause, and then we continue. That's exactly what I'm looking for, and that's the only thing I'm looking for. So for the forecast, I'm just looking for that nice clean break and retest to the upside, or a nice clean break and retest to the downside, and that would be it. Really simple stuff. Now for the New Zealand Japanese yen, there was an entry potential, and there was even an entry right here. So here we did form a flag. We got this push up, double wicks, I would even say huge double wicks, expecting a range. We got an aggressive retrace, and after seeing these few candles, the huge double wicks and an aggressive retrace, I was not interested in taking absolutely any sort of a trade. A flag did form. This would be the entry candle for the flag, and also a break and retest did form. This would have been your break and retest entry. This would be the entry area. So this inside bar right here, what's an inside bar? Well, it's a bar that is inside of the prior candle. You can see it didn't break the prior candle high or the prior candle low. That is a high probability area for the price to reverse. So it usually just hits it and reverses. But for me personally on this pair, many reasons to stay out of this trade. So first, the price action prior, this looks like complete shit. And we have huge double wicks, aggressive retrace. Second reason, third reason, Monday and Tuesday, bad setups. And the fourth reason is the momentum shift right here. That's a big warning sign. We got a clear momentum shift to the downside. So I did not take a trade right here. And I'm waiting for the break of the low, which would be here, and the break of the high, which would be here. So I'm just expecting a larger range, to be honest, in this area, because of the double wicks, which usually signal to us a range or a reversal. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the price action to move away from this general area to the upside, start trending like this, or to the downside to start trending down. And I'm also looking for maybe a nice clean ascending, then a reversal, because reversals, according to my backtesting, do work out on this pair, and I am keeping an eye out for those reversals on NJ or something like this. So that would be it for the forecast. Currently being more patient on all of the pairs. There is no potential anywhere. We did have some setups formed, but they just were not looking good at all. So let's see what happens tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the next video.